Whitebeard's kitchen. It's quite bright outside, but it's what I would call absolutely Baltic, a lovely Northern Ireland term for freezing. So what I'm going to do is, and it's the request of my stepson Charlie, is our lentil and bacon soup. Okay, so what I have in here is 2 tablespoonfuls of extra virgin olive oil and a good old 50 grams of good Northern Irish butter, and it's a salted variety, so you can use unsalted if you like. So what I've done, I've chopped up what we call here back bacon, and there's 320 grams of this going in. I'm just going to turn this up to a medium-high heat. I'll break the bacon up. As I say, it's all kind of stuck together. What I'll do is I'll fry this until it's nice and brown, slightly bit of crispness to it. When it's ready, I'll come back and I'll show you what it's like. Okay, everyone, so the bacon is crisping up nicely. So I haven't just turned it up to a high, just to speed the process up a wee bit, so I'm going to turn it down to medium. What I have here is 225 grams of red onion. I have it as finely chopped as possible, and in that, along with that, there is 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic. I just want to soften up the onion a tiny bit as well here. I might add another taste, just another taste of butter in, so that's 50 grams. So we'll say another 10 grams of butter in. Heart attack on a plate. Anyway, so I'll just soften the onions down and I'll be back. Okay folks, so the onions have sweated down just to a nice consistency. So what I'm putting in is just a tablespoon of tomato puree or tomato paste. Just give that a mix round. I have this on a medium high. So in with the lentils, I just like to coat them a wee bit before, and then I'll add the stock in. So this is 550 grams, just simply of the red lentils. So the red split lentils, and as you can see, they're very small, and it doesn't really take that long for the soup to cook. So just give that a coat round with the bacon and the onion and the garlic there, and just make sure, and the tomato puree, make sure it's mixed round. Okay, so next step, in with the stock. So I'm going to add 2 litres of its chicken stock. You could use vegetable stock, certainly not beef. And if you're wondering what I'm doing with a teapot, I could only find 1 jug. So, and the jug only holds a litre. So there's a litre of stock in a teapot. And I've just used, I mean, basically, not your store-bought stock. I've just used simply stock cubes. There's 3 altogether between the two litres, so that's litre number 1 in. And now for the second litre, and this jug does not pour terribly well, give that a bit of a mix. And what I'm going to do now is add a half a litre of warm water. 2 things with this. It could well be that I might need to add either more water in, or I might, if it's too thick as it's cooking, or even another taste of stock, whatever. If it is a bit on too, we would call it here watery, I can add some more lentils in. So, you know, it is a big pot that I've been making primarily. So, you know, you kind of judge for yourself on that, but this is just the measurements to start off with, and if I add anything while I'm away or whatever, I will tell you. So what I'm going to do is just roughly about half a teaspoon of black pepper, and what I'm going to do is add half a teaspoon in of paprika, just half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a heaped teaspoon of coriander powder, and just a wee tiny bit of a kick to it. Quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I'm just going to add in, because there's stock cube in this, and because the bacon itself, it's actually smoked back bacon, I don't want to make it, I have to be careful with the salt. So I'm just going to add in for now just over half a teaspoon, and I can obviously see what that's like when it cooks. I'm going to put the lid on and do this on a low to medium heat. I don't want anything sticking. My stovetop, even though it might be low to medium, it is quite powerful, so I have to keep an eye on things when it's cooking. It's a gas stove top, and I do love the gas. Realistically, doing it on a low to medium, it's probably going to be in and around, I will give it maybe 3/4 of an hour, 45 minutes. I don't blitz this because I like to feel the texture of the lentil, and you wouldn't put the bacon in, obviously, if you were going to blitz it. If you do want to blitz it, obviously leave the bacon aside and do whatever. Some people put carrot and put celery in. Generally, I don't. I want this to be a lentil and bacon soup. Hi folks, so I'm just back after about 20 minutes to check it. So what I did do, I added in just a litre of water because it was beginning to get quite thick. I've tasted it, it does taste very nice. I just want to give another wee tiny bit of kick to it. So I'm just going to add the tiniest piece of cayenne pepper. Just add in probably about 1/4 of a teaspoon. Just again, I'll give that a stir. Just letting this simmer. It looks probably now a little bit watery, but that will thicken up with the lentils. And again, if it doesn't, I can add a few more in, not a lot. Tasting it for salt wise, it seems reasonably okay. I would maybe add another taste of salt in, but I leave that to the end because I do have to remember I have that bacon in there, and there were 3 stock cubes in those in the 2 litres of water that I initially put in, so those in themselves can be quite salty. So lid back on, and the next time I come back, it will be the final touch of either a drop of salt or a drop of pepper. So here we are. That's the soup finished, folks. What I'm going to do is just a small pinch going in of garam masala. Again, I say my slight twist. And when I was away, you'd see me put in the extra water. It made it a little bit too watery, so I added in another roughly 75 grams of the lentils. But this is it cooked through. I have tasted it, it really is delicious. But there we are, and you can see the lovely pieces of bacon in this. There we are. So my lentil and bacon soup. So from Whitebeard's Kitchen, have a good one. Hope you try this. Absolutely wonderful. Good on a cold winter's day like we have here in Northern Ireland. See you soon. Take care. Rock on, and bye for now.